Okay, so we're going to our next stage. So basically we're doing 2 perfumes in 1 row. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add 5 ml of Perfume. I don't know whether you can see that. So it's a 5 ml of Perfume. Perfume is a heavy molecule in this mixture. So I'm using roughly 20 ml in it. Now this will change the composition to something very different, but surely I'm going to add a lot of things in there, and this smell will balance out. Let's check the smell and see what's going on in there. Yes, I can still smell a lot of apple in there because of the CIS3. Right, so what I'm going to do extra is the hydromercinol. I'm going to put 50 ml of that. So that's 50 ml of the hydromercinol, and that's the maximum we're gonna use. Okay, the next one I'm gonna use linolyl acetate, and that's roughly 10 to 20 ml, but I will try with 10 first, see what happens. I'll try 20 and see what happens, and if I need to increase it, I have a control. Okay, still very strong smell of apples. Okay, so the next one I'm going to use, now introducing the aldehydes. So I'm using C14, and that's roughly 10 ml. Aldehydes are heavy molecules, so be careful, don't put too much. Start with a very little. Okay, the next one I'm going to use is beta iron, and I'm just using about 10 drops, 10 to 15 drops. Okay, the next one is our C11, aldehyde C11. And this one I'm going to use as 5 to 10 ml. I don't want to make it too aldehyde-like or metallic kind of smell. I want to keep it as beautiful as I can, but sometimes we need to use these aldehydes. So I use about roughly 10 to 15 drops. I'm going to change after and see if it fits with my combination there. Very strong. It's going to take over everything if I put too much. Okay, the next one, eugenol. Smells like clove, spicy. So I'm not fan of eugenol, but at time you have to put in. So I go for roughly 10 ml, sorry, 10 to 15 drops. You can see like 5 ml you can go in, but remember the whole mixture is more than 1 liter. So these ones, they will just stay in the background and they won't do any damage, you know, but it gives some depth to the perfume. Yes, right now I can smell something luxury. I can smell the success there, man. Okay. There's another aldehyde and a C8. So I'm going to use roughly 5 ml. One thing you realize that I put very small quantities of aldehydes because I'm really scared of them most of the time. So it's roughly 5 ml. So when you buy these aldehydes, you would know what I mean. Yes, I can feel the impact there. So no more aldehydes. And I want to change, I don't want to change the smell to something which I don't want. Okay, now I'm going into a stage where I want it to be a bit of woody, but a luxury woody thing, not too oud kind of, not too much oud kind of very strong perfume, but pleasant woody. So for this purpose I'm using 10 ml to 20 ml of agarwood. And again, when you use agarwood, I use very good quality one, and it has very long longevity, and it's very strong one. So I just try the small quantities and see how it's coming up. I use this in most of the perfumes for freshness, and it's a very masculine smell to it. Yes, one thing I can smell is the aldehydes. So not scared of them, but yes, they can do a lot of damage. It's kind of a good villain, but they still are the villains, you know. So